Welcome Brawlers, I'm the Hermit and I hope you're ready for some alpha striking. Because our commander today is Sami, Ship's Engineer. For 2 and Boros mana, we create a legendary Human Artificer 2/4 with, at the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, create a 2/2 robot token. So we're gonna be an aggressive deck, but also we have a little bit of 2 power synergies. So we have Welcoming Vampire, Enduring Innocence. Whenever a creature with power 2 or less enters, we draw a card. Only once each turn for every one of them. But also we have Delny. Creatures with power 2 or less can be blocked by creatures with power 3 or less. If an ability of a creature with power 2 or less triggers, it triggers an additional time. We also have Barabella, Abandoned Doll. When it attacks, it deals X damage, and we gain X life where X is the number of creatures with power 2 or less. Split Skin Doll, we draw a card, and we discard unless we have another creature with power 2 or less. We also have Goblin Bombardment as a way to get some reach out of our extra robots. We have Core Steel Cutter. If we cast 2 spells, we get a 1/1 that becomes a 2/2 with the cutter. We have Robber of the Rich. Your aggressive creatures also a little bit of tapping synergy. We can enlist, which means we only attack with 1 creature, but we use another untapped non-summoning sick creature to give the creature a boost. The only creature that's not gonna be tapping, I think, is Boromir. We have it for protection, as well as Invasion of Gobakan. And just so we can give a little power boost, we have Ruby Collector. If we attack with 3 or more creatures, we get a Mox Ruby. And also we can pay 2, including 1 red, to give our creatures +1/+0. Another way to tap and get a benefit right away is with cards like Bloodlust Insider. It's just a 1/1, but you can tap to give a creature haste. So if all we have is the Insider, we get Sami, tap the Insider, give Sami haste, and we have 2 creatures tapped right then. We also have a little bit of Convoke, Conclave Tribunal, and Wandering Rescuer. From Alchemy, we are playing Karisev, Crew of 2. When it has Menace and Haste, and when it attacks, we conjure a Ragavan. We also play regular Ragavan. And also for our top end, we have Thundering Raiju. When it attacks, for a counter on another creature, and it deals X damage, where X is the modified creatures. Eowyn, it exiles big creatures, and legendary creatures get protection from the exiled creature's color. Tajik is just gonna be generating an army of creatures. Casper's Stormslayer, it can make our whole team flyer, and Porcelain Gallery / Doormaker Shop. We get creatures earlier, and once we have 6 mana, all of our creatures get power and toughness equal to the number of creatures we control. For removal, we have your typical Boros, Lay Down Arms, since we are only 2 colors, Swords to Plowshares, Ossification, Brrr Cathar, and even Skyclave Apparition. We also have a couple of creatures that make tokens, or other ways to make tokens, I mean. W's Monarch, and Urabrax's Forge. That way we have recursion, and we're gonna be making sure we have enough creatures to trigger Sami. So that's the deck. Now let's get into the queue and alpha strike our opponents. So apparently the matchmaker thinks we have a very cracked deck, and they are giving us Roscoe. So remember to subscribe if you wanna see more ways to beat Roscoe. Hopefully, maybe. We're gonna keep, we just need one more white source, and I guess just 2 more lands for Sami. But for now we have Ruby Collector, Searchlighter Goblin, and I guess that technically counts as another mana source, so we just need the white source. Here we're gonna be able to attack with 3 creatures and get a Mox Ruby, unless our opponent kills something, which it seems they are thinking about. Unable to scream, so not quite killing. We're gonna put here and on the apparition. Fortunately, Mox Ruby not a white source. Now opponent is only 1 turn away from casting Roscoe. And they march in alive. There we go. So should we get Sami? Maybe this is a wash away, so let's get Keeper of Runes and Flash. Brainstorm from opponent. Doesn't mean they don't have wash away, so only that they're not gonna be casting it here. And let's bump the team, I think. The opponent gets Roscoe. We're gonna Skyclave it away. And this is attack all. And if our opponent chooses to replay Roscoe once more, in response to the Midnight Clock trigger, we Lightning Bolt. And I think we might have it, unless they have Witness Protection. If they Witness Protection on Ruby Collector, we don't have it. Like I said, good enough to beat Roscoe, at least on the play. I like that. So, I thought I made the bet with you. But again, subscribe if you haven't, if you wanna. It's not mandatory, but I would appreciate it. There's redeem. So this is a Boros on Boros action type of the game. We have a Esper Sentinel, so that's gonna be annoying for them. They likes to cast at least 1 instant and sorcery each turn, but maybe they keep them all until they can play, until they can get them back with Feather, so maybe not as annoying. Is this a Solitude? Definitely seems like our opponent has no friend, so it could be. I'm obviously joking, opponent. Feather is not the worst kind of commander if anyone had no friends. It was the Roscoe player from earlier, I think. Oh. The opponent passes. An attack with Esper Sentinel. And I guess we play Brrr Cathar just to have a creature on board. If our opponent passes again, we're gonna transform the Cathar. Oh, they have removal, I think. Solitude, alright. It was Solitude after all. But they exile Angel Fire Ignition. That's a good, well, a card you don't want to exile. So the rest is gonna be probably I was gonna say the rest is probably the spells. Play Queen. No. So sadly we need to complete Tribunal. And that's gonna be our entire turn, but otherwise they can have white protection spells. Maybe even blink spells. So yeah. We need to get rid of Feather right there and then. Gutter Snipe from opponent. Ragavan. Let's place Queen. Bolt. Your Snipe. Think. And let's just attack. And we're gonna play Ragavan after combat. So opponent is gonna be using spells to protect their Snipe. They flick a coin. We get to draw a card. Take some damage. And Party Thrasher is gonna be giving non-creature spells from exile Convoke. So that's a nice way to tap creatures for Sami. Fall of the Hammer. Okay. He kills Queen. And some Cavern. I guess we can play Sami here, I think. Kill your Snipe. And Giver of Runes. Oof. You didn't want us to have that opponent. And now Giver of Runes can tap to give protection to Ragavan so he can hit. And now we have to tap creatures for Sami. Your opponent to reform. Yep, okay. That was a gamble. Opponent lost. They went for Wrath of God. Or maybe they went for the land to play Wrath of God. But they discarded the Wrath, so they had no to catch up. So good games, Feather. Good game. Delhi Primal Conqueror. Yep, we might win this. We just need to be faster than them as usual. We have Ruby Collector, Toolmaker Shop. And I guess we will ramp a little with the mocks. So that means we're gonna be able to unlock the gallery soon. The next turn I think we can attack with everyone, buff with Ruby Collector, and play a repel after combat. The opponent might be able to cast a tally, or if they don't win into a wrath, we unlock the gallery, and hopefully they don't have enough blockers. Let's go for that. So let's see it, opponent. Is this a wrath or do you lose? Rionia, bloodthirsty adversary. So we don't even have to unlock the thing, we can just attack with Arabella. Oh, that copies no matter what. Didn't need to. Oh, it's 1 plus the number of instants and sorceries. Okay, so that's gonna bolt Arabella. And let's see what they can. Do they have another bolt? Because that one was from our side. No. So yeah. We have multiple ways to win. We can just pop with the collector, porcelain gallery. And yeah, Italy not the. Italy was like the original Ugin from Dragonstorm. They just either ramp and win the game, or you go faster than them and you beat them before they can do anything. So either they don't do anything and win, or they win. Sorry, they don't do anything and you win, or they do what they want to do and it feels like you did nothing. Regardless, good game, Italy. Boromir as a commander. Okay, that's. I haven't seen that. So regardless, I think I will respect you, opponent. That is definitely a bold choice for a commander. Or at least one that I haven't seen earlier. Vision of Gobakan. Let's see, if you are a control deck, I guess mono white control with Boromir as a commander is unique enough. They take a Yanni, fair enough, but we draw another 2-drop. And it's a good one at that. Actually, we should be putting the buffs on Squeeze since it can come back with Escape. Head-ups also, maybe they are also an aggro deck. It will have sense. We will play Squee. Attack. Okay, Clip Apparition. It's gonna excel Squee. Okay. I guess we play the Cathar here. Okay, that's not what you wanna do, opponent. path to exile. Not only do we get to land, which again, I don't like playing path in Brawl, but you don't get to exile anything with your apparition. Okay, that might be a reason to play. And we're gonna exile Guide of Souls with 3 energy. Here, let's get Sami. And we will kill one Sage of the Skies. And Offensa. And Voice of Victory. When it gets to bolster whenever a no token enters. Who knew Invasion of Govakan was such a good card? So here, what do we do? Stuck with Stormseeker. Yeah, I think opponent might have this because they have double protection, so yep, we might be in trouble. Here we're gonna block you and you. Okay, they sacrifice Boromir. So now everyone has +1 counter from the array. We're at 12. Opponent is at 25. Oh. Can we win here? I don't think so. Do we lose on our opponent's turn? It's 12. Also no, so let's see. Get the monks, cannot play this and that. So this is 2, 14, 15, 16. I guess we need 2 blockers. You and you are gonna attack. You get a robot. Nice, nice. Okay, Boromir, that means we're not. Oh, I thought. Okay, they needed to bolster like that, so the math holds up. I'm gonna block you and you. Got 1. Okay, so I think we lose here. Or do we win? Put the haste here, attack with all. And let's figure out the math here. Oof, alright. And even if we didn't get the robot, we would still be winning here. So yeah, I was thinking that maybe... I didn't do the math, but in my mind I was worried that we needed to get an untapped land so that we can hopefully initiate, and we had another hasty creature. But it seems like it didn't matter. We won even without the robot. Good games, Boromir. That was the closest game so far. And I was actually scared of another aggro deck, so good on you. I do respect that deck. Although I don't respect Path to Exile at all. Oh, good game. Entramos de Newton. And it seems right. Have a chance because of Gemstone Caverns. I think we're gonna exile Flash. His opponent will no doubt have a way to exile it from the graveyard. From Mox from opponent. They exile Vanishing Burst. So let's suplex that to Chrome. Alrighty then. Kanjo and Enduring Innocence. Opponent plays Ketramos. I think we might be forced to Conclave to exile Ketramos. Otherwise, we will attack and Search Slicer Goblin. Actually, okay. This will enter that. Yeah. Okay. Next turn we can play Sami. Vision on Caparon. Ooh, Authority of the Consoles. Do we attack or do we station? Let's attack. Gonna destroy our stuff, but we get Enduring Innocence back. Oh, they're gonna exile it, right? Okay. That might mean we lose here, but we'll see. Yeah, that authority is really our demise, I'm afraid. And now Ketramos is online, so unless we find a removal for it, or still Cotter's not gonna cut it. But no, we cannot even. Oh, but this has Convoke, so at least there's that. Yeah, also they're gonna be gaining a bunch of life, so we are definitely in dire need of removal for Ketramos. And I guess this might be a place where the other planet might help. Okay. Yep. Good game, opponent. You just had it all. So the fact that that was a sacrifice-based ramp instead of no wrath. Against BB. I guess Rasat can exile BB. We need more lands and more removal for BB. Goblin Electromancer. If our opponent doesn't play BB here, we're gonna play Giver and either Trahilda or Doormaker Shop. They play Opera Love Song, they get a land. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Oh, that's a good one to get before BB. Especially since we discarded, or rather milled, an Esper Are you sure, opponent? That was another mana, another counter on BB. Here. Go as planned. Yep. Giver. And we'll see what happens here. Attack. Let it go. You can respond by using the Soul Cauldron, but they don't have anything to put any creatures in the yard. On their side or on our side. Maybe they have a damage space wrath and they are not sure how does it interact with Giver of Runes. So they send BB away to the command zone. Revalist and Rahilda. Reading the law. And this can specialize in a 4/4. 4/4 that makes 3 tokens. Also, maybe they could have. Oh no, this was exile, right? If they let BB die, even if they don't get the activated ability, they can just exile BB from the yard to get a counter on one of their creatures. In this case, the Electromancer. So yeah, if opponent has removal, they need to use it on the giver, because the giver is giving. Okay. 2, kill it, they draw cards. And now they have protection. Okay. Yeah, that is actually bad for us. Here, since we drew Elspeth, maybe we wait on Elspeth. No, let's play it. And we're gonna make 2 soldiers.
Spare your gratitude. This is my duty. Join the fight.
We're gonna have a few. And doesn't matter. So opponent has protection for BB now, but we will be dealing 7 damage if they don't block. They're gonna go to 11. Yeah, so they kind of need to trade. Unless they can win this very turn. So what do you have, opponent? An extra turn? That doesn't cut it. Mystics Mastery? We know BB doesn't do anything. So you need to have something really good here, opponent. A Wrath might do it, especially if it deals damage to the Planeswalkers as well. You kill all of our creatures, and you kill Elspeth as well. Unexpected Windfall. Does they discard a creature? No, stock up. Cyclonic Drift for Elspeth. Okay. My command. Inland make a treasure. So if we draw land, we for sure win. And if we don't, we're gonna try to win regardless. So let's go to combat. After here. And here. With all. Okay, they Rasad. Opponent goes to 1. See if Flash does it. And it does. So in my mind they could have mana drain here, but also they could have negate or a specifically non-creatures counter, so even Spell Spirit would deal with that spell, so we will never know. We just know that we won for now. And as always, it feels good to kill BB. Good games. against another Ugin. Okay, you didn't see the previous Ugin game because they rage quit turn 2, so it has been edited out. Here I like keeping Forge and Showdown. Well, let's give it a front. We'll see if that's enough. Ancient Tomb from opponent. Right, we're 1 mana away. I didn't. Yeah, I played that so that we can get the Forge on turn 3. 1 Power Stone. Here we go. Another ramp. That's enough mana for Ugin, I think. Yep. Rarity Rocketeer in here. This would be better if we had white mana. Okay, I guess. I think we might be forced to play Cavernon Spirit for the Raju. Magda? Oof. Oh, sorry, Magda. And next turn we can play the adversary as well as Esper Sentinel. Or if we draw another land, we can go Raju. Or even Sami. So right, what Eternities is going to be trying to do is getting artifacts on the graveyard, and then artifacts they can sacrifice. So there they send Combustible Gearhulk, and if they get a treasure, they can essentially exchange it for the Gearhulk. We drew Tajik, so it's like we never didn't have it. Now all of our toys are going to be protected from non-combat damage. And again, we're in the waiting room for a fourth land. Right. When it gets Arcane Signet, they can trade that for the Gearhulk. Collective Defiance to kill Tajik. Here we go. And then it's at 7. So even if they play Dareti, we might be able to win this, maybe. Decline. Or maybe we let them have it, because we don't want them in their graveyard. So take action. If we draw a mountain, we might win. But if we draw a mountain, we win for sure. Yeah, we might put here. This is 3, 4. They block. You no, okay, we win. Let's win. Cost 4. No matter how they block, they're gonna take 6. Okay. Good games, Daretti. I guess you needed something better than the Gear Hulk. But they didn't draw it in their opener, so they didn't get it. Good games. Sephiroth. We have double Ragavan. We have a Bolt, Dollmaker Shop. What will we name with the cavern? Infestation Sage, kind of the worst nightmare for turn 1 Ragavan. Because even if we remove it, they make a 1-1. Okay, we might need to kill the priest. Should we name tag with this? If they play another sacrifice fodder, they will be able to kill Ragavan, I think. Ghost Rider. Yep. Ragavan is going to die. Big dice. I guess we discard. Cool. We didn't draw another land. So yeah, games. Is against BB again. Let's see if we get that red source. So then we are cooking. And there we go. Never didn't have it. So we can play a Jenny and Goblin Bombardment. Okay.
Nothing can break our bond.
Our opponent can play BB and they have 2 mana left. So they can do some stuff. Curiosity on BB. They have 1 colorless mana. Let's play Goblin Bombardment. Kill BB.
There is no world where my quarry can hide. More join our cause!
And we'll see what happens now. Butter Snipe. Pretty much our opponent is not gonna be able to have any creatures. And this is why we play Goblin Bombardment. Yep, good games, BB. And now we have 2 BB wins under our belt. So if anything else, that makes me happy for our deck. Regalis and Walker. So okay, this can deal. They're gonna be an elf deck. This can kill an elf. This can remove an elf or Freyalis. So we should be happy. Fortunately, we might need more colored mana. Now what else? We will discard the Raichu here. They are the Pommeler. That's a good one. That also works with Sami. Because we can tap creatures for free. Or for value, I guess.
I'll entertain your
Okay, they
challenge.
get their elf bigger,
Harmony with
Chrome
nature
Mox.
is our greatest strength.
Another elf. Let's attack Freyalis.
Don't tempt to
They let it go. We should play Tyvar. Rishkar. That's gonna make a whole lot of mana for them.
We will
Great
endure
change.
all trespassers.
Ask Vandal. Omnath, looks of all. No early creatures, so we're gonna mulligan. Okay, the plus side is that we're gonna be able to play Eowyn to exile Omnath. However, we don't have the white mana we need. But we can maybe get some with Impetus Look Monger. Okay, Clifftop Retreat. I think I want to send away Giver of Runes. Maybe the castle. Cyclonic Drift. Sword Transformer, that's gonna get Cyclonic Drifted away. And next turn we can place Cory Steel Cutter into Giver of Runes and have the treasure up for swords. Okay, that's a good curve. And opponent concedes they needed 3 mana this turn. We also mulligan, so we'll take it. Good games. Weaverbuck. Okay. Let's try this. Again, I think Eowyn is gonna be doing some work. It gets to exile. It's Weaverbuck. Then Feldon, Eowyn, and maybe even Sami are gonna attack through it. Here we're gonna play Feldon and we're gonna enlist. Opponent might have Once Upon a Time, I think. Or maybe they also have Veil of Summer and they're not gonna use it because we are not in those colors. Okay, maybe it was. Regalis. Okay. We'll try this. And Dragaman makes them concede. Fair enough. Still Harpy. Huh. We have laydown arms, but no planes. So other than that, Esper Sentinel we can play. I think we send it away. Oh, but this is partners. Right. I thought it was 1 mana Cecil. Let's keep them. Just for the Sentinel. If that's enough. Acquisition. They pay. They take lay down arms. What do you have, opponent? Is your commander? It is. So let's see if we don't draw anything else here. Magic, Legion's Edge. Okay, they trade Cecil for Tajik. But now we have a 2/2 Esper Sentinel. Gonna pay for Thoughtseize? You do. They take the land. Fair enough, we draw another one. What else do you have cooking, opponent? A troll, so that means they don't play one of their commanders here. They get a tap land. I guess we play Boromir. Combat, attack. End step, get a robot. And unless this is farewell, we draw a card still. So not the end of the world. Doesn't matter. The command zone. I guess we play Orabrask's Forge. The opponent is just taking all of the damage they can. That's Cecil Harvey. At the end step, we're gonna play Wandering Rescuer. Maybe they had mana drain, so we needed to do it earlier. Okay, it's counter spell. So here we get Elspeth.
My blade serves the people of this
Destroy.
world.
Cancel. We're gonna plus, like 2 tokens. And then we're gonna be getting 2 tokens every turn from the Forge. Okay, let's see how can opponent get back here. Yeah, we have the Forge, so maybe Casualties of War. You kill a land, you kill the Forge, you kill Elspeth. Solve the equation. That might work. They get an extra turn. It's okay. They get a Wrath, we don't mind. Well, the Profane, so just kill Elspeth. Here we go. Push, attack you. That push. And we're gonna bolt your commander. Then we play showdown. It is survivalist. All right. I think we might win this here. Wrath of the Skies. Ooh. Still we win because of the adversary. Bolt you and Dragaman you. Good games, partners. Have fun. Yep. And I guess this is gonna be it for today's video. Again, thank you for watching as always. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.